All right, so next up, y'all know him, Nicole Desmond, the leisure master and Tiki Central. Joe is the proprietor with lovely Vanna White here, with Nicole Desmond. They're the proprietors of the Rum Rum Room in Manhattan, in New York City. The most talked about bar that isn't open to the public in town. But if you're lucky, you can score an invitation. Joe's got hundreds of different bottles of rum at his disposal in the Rum Rum Room, and he uses them very well, so we're all real interested to see what he comes up with here tonight. And Joe is going to be making a moon barrel. A moon barrel.
I got a, did you like it? Well, I can't discuss now. Nutmeg? Oh, I know. Yeah. I don't think
So Joe, while you're setting up here, why don't you tell us a little bit about the moon barrel?
Well, the moon barrel is a creation of Nicole and myself. Mostly Nicole, because she's more creative than I am. But and I brought her along because I need every advantage I can get. So I need a pretty girl always helps. And I figured, in addition, you know, I'm going to just shamelessly, you know, suck up to the judges probably as much as I can throughout this competition.
Always a good idea.
So yes, I mean, does everybody have the Remix book? Yeah! This book changed my life. and it will change yours too. We use it in the Rum Rum Room daily. We've gotten it spiral bound. It's quite, you know, it's an awesome book, humorous book with many anecdotes and just a plethora of recipes.
First place, right here, the winner of the Rum Barrel Challenge, Mr. Joe Jazzmin.
Yeah! So we got this. Well done. We're almost ready.
Do we have a lot of home bartenders out there tonight?
Yeah!
Yes? All right. How many of you guys and gals make your own rum barrels at home?
Yeah!
Okay, so got quite a few. Quite a few, all right. It's a pretty elastic kind of drink. The fact that there were 4 rums and 4 juices and all these different dashes of other stuff in the original gives you a lot of leeway. Just basically swap things out. You know, instead of grapefruit juice, swap in some other kind of juice. Instead of pimento liqueur, swap in some other dash of some other liqueur you like and come up with something new. And because there's so much at play, it's real easy to come up with variations. Unlike, say, a 2 or 3 ingredient cocktail where you really are anchored to what was in the original drink. That's what's so fun about tropicals. Lots of room to play. Okay, ready to rock there, Joe?
I think so.
Okay, Joe's going to take us through the moon barrel.
Okay, in coming up with the moon barrel, we started with, of course, the Montagna rums and the Fee Brothers products that we wanted to use, and the way we've twisted it, the reason we called the moon barrel will become quite clear at the end. But what we're going to start with is traditional, you know, a little bit of lime juice, so an ounce of lime juice. The base of every good rum barrel. And while, so Nick, what is it that you're reading there?
It's called And a Bottle of Rum, The History of the World in 10 Cocktails by Wayne Curtis. It's a History of the World in 10 Cocktails by Wayne Curtis. And did you know, Joe?
Yes?
That Paul Revere stopped his ride for a shot of rum.
I did not know that.
This and many other interesting facts you can learn from Wayne Curtis's book.
A man who is eloquent as he is handsome.
We all know it. We read it already.
And everyone needs to be drunk all the time. That's what I got out.
So in addition to the lime juice, I'm adding an ounce of orange juice. So lime juice, orange juice. Fee Brothers Falernum. So we're going to add 1 ounce of that.
Hey Joe, I have a little something for Steve too.
Yes, we have something for Steve Remsburg. He's one of the judges. We must suck up to him. This is something that we picked up. I heard you were looking for a certain rum. Okay.
Certain special rum. We found you a bottle. It was only 39 cents, but we think,
What have you got there, Steve?
it's just a very old bottle of rum.
This is the holy grail. This is what you've been looking for years. This right here. No? Don't talk about it? Oh, it's not. Oh, it's mock-up. Okay.
It's not real.
It's a gag. It's a mock-up. But
I'm sucking up to the judges. Do you think I'd give them that if I had that?
There's a rum called Myers Mona rum. It's a 30-year rum. And it was sort of like fell off the map in the 1920s, 30s. Steve, why don't you tell us a little bit about Myers Mona, the holy grail that you've been searching for many, many years?
It was made by the Fred L. Myers Company at their original distillery outside Kingston, Jamaica, which suffered a fire in 1918. The fire destroyed the distillery, but fortunately not the warehouse. Therefore, successive barrels of rum from Myers Mona were saved, and for the next 30 years the company continued to bottle in limited quantities Myers Mona. Then in 1948 it disappeared completely, and I would say it's the ultimate, it's the holy grail of rum collecting. I've never
And it's all yours.
I've never seen a bottle, I've never seen a photograph of a bottle, and so maybe this is it.
It's pretty delicious.
All right, Joe. So
Well, while we've been doing a little jackassery here, I've added 2 ounces of the Montagna Oro, 1 ounce of the Montagna Plantino, and an ounce of Smith & Cross rum, a personal favorite of mine. I'm kind of addicted to that rum lately. Oh, thank you. Actually, I've got it.
3 minutes, Joe.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm adding a teaspoon of both the Fee Brothers Whiskey Barrel Bitters and the Orange Bitters. And as the final, before the secret ingredient, a little bit of honey. So honey as the sweetener, and then so now we shake it up.
You do heads or tails, go to our Nicole.
And so now I think we have one judge left, Martin. That so if we're going to serve a rum barrel, do it in the right kind of barrel. One from Smuggler's Cove. The greatest tiki bar operating on the West Coast right now, and all of America, I would say.
Well, there is the little place called the Molokai bar there. We have to talk about that.
Do you see anybody from the Molokai sitting at the judges' table?
But you do want to eat there again, don't you?
Yes.
They have spies everywhere.
All right. So So now the reason we call it the Moon Barrel, after all that, is because, well, I've got the secret ingredient. The secret ingredient for the Moon Barrel is peach lambic beer.
Yeah.
So we're going to add so that's the Moon Barrel, and the reason we call it the Moon Barrel, Nicole, show them. Where are the samples?
There's the guy. And he's really enjoying his rum barrel. This little guy here, he dove into his rum barrel.
Samples.
And his little grass skirt, and his ass is hanging out.
Down with Ben.
That's what you want in your rum barrel, more ass. Yes.
Wow.
All right, let's hear it for Mr. Joe Desmond then.
Give a judge samples there.
All right, as he's passing out the samples, let's get a little preview of the Rumposium that we're doing on Saturday. How many of you guys coming to the Rumposium? All right, all right. We'll ask Wayne Curtis maybe give us a little preview of what you're going to be talking about, Wayne. Don't give away the store, but just a little taste.
We'll be talking about proof in rum and how people used to test proof back a couple hundred years ago. A little demonstration of that.
A little demonstration that might involve a match or two.
And gunpowder.
Yes.
We won't give away too much.
We will not give away too much, just in case there's any insurance claims adjusters who might be lurking around tonight. And
This one's better.
okay, we'll let the judges judge, and then we'll move on to, excuse me, Nicole.
The sample's got a little weird on the peach.
Now, once again, we're judging on originality, creativity, adhering to the theme, little, more or less. That one's kind of a squeaker. Taste, big surprise, and presentation. I think we can all agree that Joe and Nicole kind of rocked the presentation part of that whole thing.